to?
They offered me $5,000
Nothing
for a front page story about you being a twat.
What you could have done, you could have absolutely destroyed me and my life and my name and my reputation. More so than that prison number did. More so than me going in prison could have done. Because you could have said anything and they would run me.
I've arranged to meet John Sweeney tomorrow at 2 p.m. And by the sounds of it, what these people do is they try and be your friend when you're vulnerable and they ply you with drink and they try to get you to say something that you wouldn't normally say.
I want to show what Lucy could have done. None of it will be factual, but what Lucy could have done. Now bearing in mind, I might not have been here. You could have just done this, yeah? Fake text messages. Falsify sender numbers of text. So if you wanted to, my phone will be here. Let's change the number there. No, we'll keep that as receipt. Let's put my number, yeah? So you effectively, as a disgruntled employee who fucking got my prison number tattooed on your wrist.
Joe Mulhall's just messaged me.
Let's take down Tommy.
I'm flat broke, I've got no means of income, I hate you. Joe Mulhall's just messaged me saying I can get you some money to do Tommy in. So I can go to fakemytext.co.uk and I can make you text me and then I can show
Panorama. My phone's here. I'm at home, minding my own business.
I've got Joe Mulhall here.
Joe Mulhall offering the takedown of Tommy Robinson.
Offering me some money, and you have said to me, what?
If you have anything to do with this Panama company, I will fucking bury you. You bitch. No.
Hang on, because I'm writing YOU, but you write you.
I write you.
Sorry. I just need to make it some bad grammar because...
yeah, drop the T's because I don't pronounce my T.
I'm going to put W-I-V instead of with. This Panorama, you wouldn't make that a capital letter.
No, I put with. I put with.
Okay, alright. With this Panorama doc.
If you have anything to do with Panorama doc.
I will fucking bury you, comma.
Bury you, you bitch. Just to prove, I could have nothing to do with this. I'm not, my phone's here.
Yeah.
So I've not sent you a message.
Yeah, so let's wait a minute.
And the point is that they're actively searching with a far left organisation. They're actively working with my ex-employees to bring me down. What I want to prove here is how easy it is and how many other things in this documentary have been faked on me. If you had anything to do with this Panorama doc, I will fucking bury you, you bitch.
Can you focus on that?
So I didn't send that. That's sent from my computer. My phone has not sent you a single message. Now, Panorama are the biggest investigative journalists in the world. Yeah. So I don't see how this can work. If they wanted to do a proper investigative journalist piece, they should look at the crime that I committed. Was it criminal? Did the judge act out of law? Were my human rights abused? One of the biggest cases in this country's history in modern time, yeah? 600,000 people signed a petition, 30,000 people marching, ambassadors from the American government, every political party in Europe talking about it, the most talked about court case in decades, but they're not bothered about that. This is fake, yeah? This is going to be falsified. This is not me. And I want to see if this, by a disgruntled ex-employee, could make its way around the world.
I'd like to see how much power Hope Not Hate have over the world's media.
Yeah, basically. This is the little minute, this will replace your button.
Cool.
This will go into your button anyway. This is how we'll record, and are you nervous?
No.
You should be. You should be. And well, let's just wait and see what we get from this. Cool. Time will tell, but good luck, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Thanks, mate.
See you later. Success?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Let's see. Crazy? Not crazy? Good? Not good?
Lots of alcohol was consumed tonight for the greater good.
I can smell it.
You'll see.
You took it for the team. I only drunk for the team.
I did what I had to do.
Right. Let's
get these files sorted.
Let's work out what we've got. We've got lots of footage to go through, but straight off the crazy thing for me is, You're steaming.
Which is a champagne and a double gin.
Thank you.
And then we're going to have some red wine, but
Thank you so much.
we'll panic about that at the appropriate moment.
And I just grab those
Thank you very
ones.
much.
Thank you.
Here I am on expenses in a boozer with the dog and the fire. Good. And I think we should have one more bottle of wine. Fuck it, no expense spared. 2 brandies, 2 limoncellos. This is from the Cassis, or the Keel Royale. But even better is another version which is with blackberry, blackcurrant, liqueur and champagne. Keel Royale. Have you got any flaming Sambuca? And then 2 Keel Royales, and then the bill. Lovely, thank you. Thank you very much. I think we've got to do a runner. It's a joke. It's fine. I don't care. Not only I really don't care. Good. Service included. So make it 220. Thank you very much.
Was this on BBC Expenses? How much alcohol's been consumed? I've heard him mention 3 bottles of wine, champagne, flaming Sambuca, all in 5 minutes. And you can hardly sit up. So, for me, that's an expensive scandal that the licence fee payer is paying for. Should we be paying for you to get pissed? Yeah. Of course you think we should.
Me getting drunk is me being more lucid, and then I'll tell him stuff.
So he's wanting to get you drunk. He's using the expense money to get you drunk in order to get you information.
Get me drunk, be nice to me, be my friend, and then I'll loosen up and be like, oh, I've got this recording, or I can tell you this, or whatever.
You may not like what I'm about to say, but one of my political heroes is the former head of the IRA, who turns the IRA, not...
Who? Nick Lowell's?
No, hold on. The guy got on well with the Queen. So there are 2 of them.
I should know that, but...
Danny McGuinness, I think his name is. And he got on anyway. He was the chief of staff of the IRA. People say.
Hey man, I've heard the Irish are being genocided.
And last time I was there, they're okay.
Martin McGuinness. His political hero is Martin McGuinness. Martin McGuinness, leader of the IRA. He's responsible for murder, bombs. It's a strange person to have as your political hero. From someone who's trying to paint me as extreme anyway. That is the sole reason I wanted to do this. For me, that is terrifying. How can they get that? How can he say he can do that from that innocent conversation or argument or disagreement, which has got nothing to do with that? So that is the sole reason I wanted that footage, to see exactly what are, and that's terrifying for me to think, what the hell are they about to portray to this country about me? What the hell are they going to say?
That's not the first time that's happened.
In what sense?
Because I told you about, I was offered $5,000 to do like a story on you, like a front page newspaper story.
By Hope Not Hate, you're talking about in the kitchen.
By Hope Not Hate. But I was also...
By Hope Not Hate, who are working with these lot.
Yeah, but I was also approached by a really mainstream newspaper, basically, to kind of make it out that you were like sexual allegations against me or something.
What, they were approaching you for that? At a time when we fell out?
Yeah, they said when I was at my lowest and I basically didn't have a job and I was like, a complete mess, and they were trying to like dig and get stuff out of me. And they were trying to make out that you'd done like a Me Too. They were trying to make out that you basically like abused me. And then they wanted to put in, they kind of ran with and went back to their editor. And then I called up and said, I really don't want this. This isn't true. You've kind of twisted it to fit your own narrative here. And he said, well, I'm sorry, it's too late. I've already sent it to the editors. And they want to run the story, this journalist. So I then had to call up this national journalist kind of like lawyery thing where you can call up and complain. And I had to put in writing saying, please do not put this out. If you put this out, I'm going to have to go against you.
legally or something. So I had to fight to get this story out of the paper.
From a mainstream journalist, from a top tabloid,
Big.
in order to portray me as an abuse, essentially,
Me as a victim, yeah. But it wasn't true.
with no truth in it all.
No.
And that for my life, do you know what, the whole purpose in me wanting this, the whole reason why I've wanted to do this is because I've been absolutely terrified of what they're doing. And that one little recording there proves that they will change what I'm doing and saying. This is massive. This is Britain's leading investigative journalist documentary by the BBC that we pay for. Creating, editing news in order to destroy my life. Now, John Sweeney's been contacting me for weeks now for a gotcha moment where he can interview me and throw all these accusations from God knows who at me. Well, that gotcha moment is now in my hands, because I'm now going to sit down and I'm going to put these to John Sweeney to see how he justifies any of this. So for 2 weeks now, I've been emailing John Sweeney. They've been trying to get me to sit down for an interview. I emailed him yesterday and said the only day I can do is today, and I won't come to London, it has to be in my venue. I've organised this venue. I've told them that I'm having a free speech event later in the evening. So we've prepared this projector with all of our undercover footage to try and find out and ask John, what exactly were you planning? What exactly are you doing? So rather than them grilling me, which is how they're expecting it to be with his executive producers, when they sit down, we will play through each clip. I'm going to go to my children's assembly now. When I come back, it's action. I'm nervous about it. See what happens. You all right?
Very well.
Just take this off. Hi.
Fine.
How you doing?
Thanks very much for doing this, thank you.
No problem.
Good, everybody's phones off.
You all right? Before we do start, I just wanted, because I am paranoid of fair and balanced reporting, I just wanted to clear a couple of things up with you while we're here. Is that all right before we start?
Okay, but you're recording, I think, aren't you? You're
That's okay.
recording, and so aren't you?
That's fine.
Yes, okay.
That's
okay. So we're not starting yet?
No, don't have to start the interview. I just want to clear everything up. So, this is a Panorama documentary. You wouldn't be working with an organisation called Hope Not Hate on this documentary, would you? In order to find people to give negative opinions of me.
No. What we're doing is we're making a Panorama documentary. The BBC makes all the editorial reports.
Okay, so it's a BBC, because it'd be quite strange for the BBC to be, how the BBC could be impartial on a documentary when Hope Not Hate are an organisation who are funded specifically to destroy me.
There are two separate entities.
Okay.
The BBC, I work for the BBC, this is the BBC Panorama production.
Okay, can I just quickly show you something here? So what this is Joe Moorhouse from Hope Not Hate. And what he says in this message is that Hope Not Hate are steering this documentary.
My name's John Sweeney,
Okay.
and I'm a reporter
Okay,
for
John.
Panorama.
Okay, John.
So what this other guy says, he's
Doesn't matter.
steering, he's not steering.
Okay, are you aware of any threats or blackmail that's been made to any of my ex-employees to give negative information about me to you? Are you aware?
No.
Can you just listen to this one?
We were basically threatened with the most horrendous shit you can possibly imagine for 3 months, constantly, to do this. Constantly. Because basically, why they have dirt on us is when we left Rebel, I don't know if I told you this, when we left Rebel, we were really fucking angry.